Hello everyone, and welcome to the fun and educational comic vault. I am Captain Logan, and this is Freddy. Can you say I'm Freddy?
I'm Freddy.
And today is Freddy's very first comic vault on the channel. Freddy and I have read books together here before, but today Freddy is going to read his first comic book. I think Freddy has flipped through comics before and looked at the pictures, but this is going to be Freddy's very first comic that he's sitting down and reading and trying to figure out what the story is. Today we're looking at, from my first comics, I'm Grumpy, and this is a board book that certainly doesn't look like a comic book at first glance, and we got this at the library, and it immediately struck me because it says, with a word balloon up in the left, that it's a comic. It's my first comics. And when I popped it open, I realized that it is, yes, indeed, an educational board book it tells a story, but it's also here to teach little kids about comics, to introduce them to the form. And so on the back, it says panels, and word balloons, and sound effects. And not sound effects in the sense that you open it up and, you know, like those greeting cards that make sound effects. It makes sound effects. It's talking about onomatopoeia. It's sound effect words in panels, and it's a really cool way to introduce a little kid, to introduce a toddler to the form of comics, and to teach them how panel layouts work, and how to read left to right, and which way your eyes are supposed to go. And so we thought we would introduce this book to you, and read it, and do just a little bit of review. Are you ready, Freddy? Are we gonna read? Okay, what's the book called? Can you read it? That's right, I'm Grumpy. This is by Jennifer L. Holm and Matthew Holm. I'm assuming a husband-wife duo. And on the very first page, you see ice cream that has been splattered out from an ice cream cone, which immediately kind of foreshadows what our little story is going to be here and why the Grumpy Cloud is so grumpy. Are you ready? Are you ready to read, Freddy? Okay, here we go. So when you pop it open, it immediately looks like full-page spreads, and they are panels, but they're panels that take up the whole page. And besides the fact that there's an outline, it pretty much just looks like your average board book, but it's very almost like it's saying, hey kids, you have seen this before, because there's not that much of a difference between a picture book and a comic book, except kinetic the storytelling, except for the action driving between panels. And so it's very gradually trying to introduce kids to that form. So let's go ahead and start reading. We have narration boxes right away. Can you read, Freddy? What does this say? This is Grumpy Cloud. That's right. Look, he's very grumpy. He's so grumpy, he's intentionally following around a rabbit and raining on him. Why are you so grumpy? Right, look, he's got that, like, The Rock, you know, eyebrow raise. Like, he's grumpy. Chirp! Zzz! Drip! Tug! Swoosh! And then his hat comes off, and see, we have visual storytelling, where it's not telling us what's happening. We're expected to look at the panels and be able to deduce what is happening from the artwork. There is, and then on the next page, splat! We have 3 panels, and in reading this, we have to out loud say what's going on. So the Cloud is excited about his ice cream cone. He's about to eat it. Oh no, the ice cream falls out of the cone, and now he's grumpy. So we got a little bit of a flashback, amusingly, showing why the Cloud is so grumpy. I'm just grumpy because, which is funny, he doesn't want to say why he's grumpy, but we've just seen why that is. Oh, look! And we see the sun creeping out from the outside of the panel. Here's Sunny! What does he say? I'm so happy, says Sunny. And he's grinning, and the Cloud is irritated, and he's antisocial, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with this super happy sun, but he won't say why. Sunny tried to cheer him up, right? And so he's trying juggling, and he's And he brings cupcakes. Yep, shake, shake. Yeah, he's shaking. He's not interested. He's shaking his cloud head. What does that say? Let's play hide and seek, right? And the sun is trying to hug him. So the idea of a sun trying to hug a cloud is hilarious. Hug, the onomatopoeia word. And we even play that like with cupcakes. It's like cupcake. The sound a cupcake makes is cupcakes. Got grumpier. That's right. He's very grumpy. Can you make a grumpy face? Can you make a grumpy face? That's right. But the sun's having none of his business, and he's having none of the sun's business. He is staying grumpy, and the sun is staying happy, and we can see that just from these very simple drawings. Ooh, look at this 2-page spread. It's what we in the field call a splash page. Kaboom! Can you read that? Kaboom! Kaboom! Yeah, what's the cloud doing? He's thundering and lightning, isn't he? Yeah, he's raining. He's getting all stormy. Yeah, he's throwing a fit. He's got a temper tantrum going on. Kaboom! Yeah. And now, the sun is not feeling so hot, is he? Can you read this?
No.
Now, besides feeling grumpy, he felt bad. Yeah. Yeah, he feels bad because he hurt the sun's feelings. He feels guilty. Yeah. And so now the cloud is trying to figure out what to do with himself. And he decides to do something positive. See, look, so he starts raining. Or maybe he's not even doing this on purpose. He's raining. And then pop! You say pop?
Pop!
Yeah, a flower came out. Yeah. And so he brings the sun a flower. And he coughs. Can you say cough? Cough. Yeah. And that's funny because that's kind of like a sound effects word. But it looks like he's just saying cough. And then he gives the sun a flower, and the sun is surprised. He's a little bit bewildered. And now he's very excited. He still has his feelings hurt. That's what the lines underneath the eyes mean, Freddy. He still has his feelings hurt. He's sad. But the cloud has brought him an olive branch of sorts, and now they're friends. And now there's all these flowers, and they can be happy. So the moral of the story is, he lost his ice cream cone, but he got a friend. And so there are other things to be happy about. And it's okay to feel grumpy, but in the end, you can find something else to be ungrumpy about, to be happy about. Isn't that great? Isn't that a cool book? Yeah. So there's Freddy's first comic vault. What do you think, Freddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that a cool book? Yeah, do you like the cloud? Do you feel grumpy sometimes? Yeah, do you sometimes feel grumpy? Do you sometimes feel like throwing a fit? Do you sometimes feel like going, kaboom! Kaboom! Do you feel like that sometimes? Yeah? Sometimes you just have to find a way to cheer yourself up, don't you? Do something nice for someone, right? Yeah? So there we go. There is Freddy's first comic vault, and this is I'm Grumpy from Home and Home from Random House. I think this is pretty fun. This is a cool way to introduce little kids to the form of comics in a way that is not overwhelming and won't confuse them and will somewhat deceptively look like something they're already familiar with, but in fact they are learning about a brand new form of storytelling that is not too far away from just picture books. Thanks a lot for watching, folks. We sure appreciate it. And in the meantime, I am Captain Logan. And can you say I'm Freddy? And this is Freddy. And we'll see you again with more videos here on Geekvolution. Thanks for watching. Happy reading, folks.